Welcome back to the story where nothing bad happens. Let's see what happens if I ignore these steps. Okay, they don't do anything. They're just spooky. My cross red was my cross yellow before, or was it always white? It comes from below, I think. Nope, it's not consistent. Okay. Oof. Wow, the entire encounter is only like a few seconds long, and I still was dying that many times. Nobody was thrilled when I got pregnant. Not even a little happy. Even my doctor seemed to be judging me. Each time I'd leave the doctor's office, I'd see this strange woman across the street. All she'd do is stare at me and smile. No words, just a big, warm smile. Somehow, it made those visits a little more bearable. After I lost the baby, I saw her again across the street from the doctor's. Her smile was as big as ever, but somehow not as warm and friendly as I remember. Yesterday I was walking, and was shocked to see the woman standing in the middle of the path. Now she was pregnant. She beckoned towards me. I followed her off the path into the woods. That's when I met Gary. She beckoned towards me and I followed her into the woods, and then I met Gary. So that was an umbilical cord? On the angry frog? I don't think it's supposed to be a frog, but it's also definitely a frog. It's locked. Oh no. They locked the gate. It's just obliterated. It's on a different planet from everything else. So we have no map of this chapter. A lot of the looping maps are consistent about doing that. Okay. Okay. So going up goes to the woods, but going left and right loops. No, well, you go left or right. Do I go back down? Okay, so from the screen, any direction takes you to the woods. But then any direction from the woods takes you back here, except up, which makes the woods repeat. We have two different looping puzzles, and the moment I saw the one on the left, I was thinking Lost Woods, and then this kind of feels like Lost Woods in its own right, also. So these were lighting up before, right? Now they're not. So I've defeated two of them, but also one of the people is gone. Or two of the people are gone. One of them's remaining. I get the idea that this is potentially a sequence of directions. I guess I'm just trying to parse how I'm supposed to interpret the order. Maybe it is just left or right. Like, right, up, left, and then maybe praise? Pray? Yeah, right, up, left. I'm not sure what to make of this one. These cross up something else.
It's locked.
Wondering if there's a way to interpret what's going on here to figure out how to get through this particular sort of Lost Woods situation too. Wondering if one of the trees reacts to me, and that might undo the curse that causes the looping, or indicate where to go. Well, these are both a bit confusing, aren't they? I've already tried interacting with this.
It's locked.
Alright, well, let's go back to the other one, because at least that one at least gives more data. Because we have like nothing to do with that one. We could try right, up, left, up? The one on the far right looks different, so I thought it wanted something else from me. But it might just be more of like a, hey, in the universe, it's just a different type of statue. But its hands are up. I just thought, it looks different. Do an action. Let's see. Okay. Hello. Unnerving. Okay, yes, we got it. Good. I've been freed. No more overbearing father turned violent alcoholic. No more hiding my bruises and cuts. No more pills and needles. No more getting laughed at and kicked around. They'll never laugh at me again. By day my body withers away, but by night my mind explores forbidden worlds of power and knowledge, guided by beings of pure darkness. I have been trusted with secret knowledge of the demon's seal. I have learned the correct conjuring sign, drawing in the inverted star along the rocks arranged in 5. First the top left point, and then down. I will lure them into the woods, then I will show them my power. Draw the inverted star along the rocks arranged in 5. First the top left point and then down. Nope. That used to be a gray man, and now he is unwell. He is an upsetty spaghetti. My reflection is already there. Uh-oh. Hey, look, it's a key. Haha. And I'm bleeding. Did I actually just take out my eye? I am bleeding. Okay. Just instantly in the middle of a cemetery. Ooh. The tree is alive. The tree's having a normal one and is alive. Okay. Is one of you an evil tree? Cool. Alright, someone just scurried in the distance behind the house. And now in a game full of trees you walk by, we've introduced the idea that they can be they can also be a monster. She guards the door to underground purgatory. Eye hath not seen her. Children fear her. Men want her. Oop, confess thy sins. Thinking of that stupid hat. Fish fear me. Men want me. Day 1 of our paranormal investigation into the old Snake Meadow Hill Church. We've got 3 cameras, a box of tapes, and enough beer and beef jerky to last us a week. Ew. It's not a... Are you really living, though? On our way in, we asked some of the locals about the church. It was mostly the stories we had heard before. Evil spirits dragging children into the cornfield and secret tunnels under the chapel. But there was this spindly lady game that we hadn't heard yet. Apparently it has to do with summoning the spirit of a woman who used to take care of the orphans back in the 50s. There was even an old rhyme they told us. Walk the church from room to room, and maybe you will see her. She'll move when you do, but never try to trick her. Awesome. We're gonna try the game tonight. As soon as we get settled in. So exciting. Okay. Walk the church from room to room and maybe you will see her. She will move when you do, but never try to trick her. What does that mean? She will move when you do, but never try to trick her. Night 3. Shouldn't have come here. Tape's missing. Lars stuck behind basement door. Henry hasn't come back yet. Can't leave anyway. Is that you? Is that how you turned out?
Pray for me, Father, for I have sinned. What seeds have you done to confess? I tried to save a girl from evil, but my fears overcame me. I turned my back on the ministry and hurled my vows to God. A year later, the girl reached out to me again, but in the end, I couldn't save her. I left her to die. I am sorry for me and my past sins. Thou hast said will. Here is my penance. Bring the child to me, preferably sanctification, and thou shalt have the peace thou seekest. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. For his mercy endures forever.
Oh, I don't think that's the good guy. Bring the child to me. Where are we now? Keep seeing this configuration of candles. I think different ones are lit each time. That's not a happy face. I killed it. I defeated the face. Night 1. We still haven't found a way into the basement, but we found something just as cool. A secret passage in the old confession booth leading to this hallway. Henry's going into the town to buy a crowbar. We'll see if we can't get these boards off of some of these doors, but that's not even the best part. We caught an EVP. You can't hear it on tape very well, but to us, it kind of sounded like laughing. Thank God we brought the nice mic. We'll review it on the sound gear once we get back into the room. Ghost hunters. EVP extra. I don't remember what it stands for exactly, but it means they caught the sound on their microphone that you can't hear with your normal ear, basically. Like the ghost interacts directly with your sound system. Can't go in the middle one? I thought confession booths were just 2 booths, so what's this middle part with the curtain for? Okay. So I think there's 2 candles that are always lit. The top middle one is always lit, and then the other one is your current location. Because I'm pretty sure I was just here, and then went down and over, and now it's lighting up that one. I do think that is the logic. Yep, that's consistent. Something just move. Okay, yes. There's stairs under here, but it keeps hiding. Okay, now I'm on the far right, but the opposite one is lit on the far left. Watch the candles. Okay. Am I... Oop. Well, the crosses fell off. Okay. So now I've reached the top right. But the one that's lit is the middle one. Cool cross. Ah! Normal. Would you like to take a seat, sir? That's what I thought. Suddenly me and the other... There's only one candle because we ended up in the same room. Oh boy. And right when I was looking at the candle to notice that it was no longer... that we had merged to the same tile. There was also chromatic aberration going on. Feels... am I gonna be okay? Okay. Definitely feels safest to be in the bottom area where there's more room to walk. So I've defeated the candles part. All the crosses are back up. Oh, the staircase is revealed. So she's the lady, I guess? She moves when you do, but don't try to trick her. I expected there to be one of those situations where somebody matches your motions. like in person, like a mirror match. Oop. It's the hand coming out of the face like we saw before. Since the game is just directions and your inspection is automatic. If you stand in front of something, it just takes up the screen, which still leaves you to the ability to press A to raise your cross afterwards. Night 2. We're gonna be rich. We've caught supernatural stuff on camera before, sure. Doors opening on their own, things falling off of shelves, but nothing like this. Tonight, we're trying the spindly lady game again. One of the candles on the floor lit up by itself as soon as Lars walked into the room. It was nuts, and we got it all on film. We're gonna make a fortune selling this to the TV stations. I feel like it's easy enough to fake stuff that even if you did catch ghost stuff on camera and it was real, that like people are good enough at faking it that it makes it really hard to believe them when you do them for real anyway. Darkness surrounds thee. This is my final memoir, hastily scribbled on a page of the good book. I now descend the staircase knowing full well that she waits for me ahead. Checking my old watch has revealed something quite astonishing. Time doesn't change down here as we know it on the surface. Even now the hands don't move past 2. God's work be done. I have been to where only the faintest lights shine and protect from things unspeakable. God help me, Father Clark, a foolish old man going mad in the dark prison, ears bleeding from the screams of the demon. That's upsetting. The environment just kind of ends down here. Don't know if I'm ready to try to use that for anything. This is the inverted... Do I need to draw like the inverted star? I don't think I can draw the inverted star just because there's too much ambiguity of what the diagonals would be. Let's see. But there are 12 sides like a clock. So if the hands don't go past 2 o'clock, then maybe H and ladder? Ladder going into a well? Oh. That was noon. Ugh. Okay. Can't fight back. Checking my old watch has revealed something quite astonishing. The time doesn't change down here as we know it on the surface. Even now the hands don't move past 2. I've been to where only the face lights shine from things unspeakable. Skull. Yeah, there's a whole body there. Okay. This one doesn't seem to react. Well, there's definitely something upsetting here. Why is this the only one that doesn't do anything, it seems? I don't know if I can make it from this far away. Just barely. Tempting fate a bit. Do the ones that I've interacted with so far show up here? No. Do I pay attention to where the skulls are? There's two skulls. Seem to be pointing at 1 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Maybe 9 o'clock. Ah, the two hardest ones to interact with. The two specific ones that seem basically impossible to get back from. Interesting. That person leaves. I'm just not totes sure what to interpret from this. A potential interpretation is that being attacked by the demon is like a fail state. So that might be why, because like I immediately was like, okay, maybe the H does it, and then couldn't figure out why nothing was happening. But maybe maybe it's not doing anything as good. But I went from H to, I thought I had to type out, like intuitively it makes sense. Oh, if it's 2 o'clock, that means that one hand is pointing at 2, and one hand is pointing at 12. But when I went to the one that looks like a ladder going into a sewer manhole, that one was what led to the bad spider encounter. And then everything else has gone to a bad spider encounter. Let's see. I go clockwise. So let's try HX. See if that does do a different thing. Okay. That's interesting because I think I might have flailed around and did that on accident originally. HX inverted cross. All right, let's go straight to it to find out whether or not... Oh god. So HX cross. Okay, so this is the solution. Oops, but I'm stepping on other things. Problem is I need to remember this very long sequence. HX cross. Okay, so let's be sane about this. Obviously, we need to take a picture of this in order to accomplish anything. Ain't no other universe where we succeed at this. Alright. It's just gonna be living on my other monitor for a while. Okay. So, H, X, cross, arrows, spiral, cross with an arrow down, shelter, these arrows, this, and I guess we're done. Okay. That left 3 symbols untouched. One of which isn't here. Interesting. There's one that was like a sine wave with crosses on it. Ah! Mother of demons. So what are all these? What fascinating home decor. Is it French? Remember when we introduced the tree monster? There's just a tree monster somewhere still. That hasn't been resolved, so welcome back to trees. I'm sure you can trust them. Nah. Three murdered in latest wave of ritualistic killings. Sterling, Connecticut. It's probably not Connecticut. Sterling. The bodies of 3 young people were discovered in... No, it probably is Sterling, the town in Connecticut. I probably was right the first time. It's probably not, that's probably not a name. I know too many people that are also named Sterling. The bodies of 3 young people were discovered in the woods outside of Sterling last night. There it is. In what authorities are calling a ritualistic murder. Sandra Atwood, Angel Nogales, and Troy Ingles are the names of the unfortunate victims who were apparently stabbed multiple times and beheaded before being killed in a paganistic ritual. Pandemonium Regnat. 2 of the victims' bodies were also partially burned, although authorities would not specify who. The bodies were found several miles from Gallup Cemetery, where residents reported a tomb had been desecrated. They also found trails of blood leading off into the woods. Investigators would not comment on whether or not these 2 incidents could be related. The arrangement of the bodies in a ritualistic pattern, as well as the writing of certain symbols in blood, matches the style of several murders that have occurred in the Sterling area since 1986. The killings may be connected to last week's brutal slaying of Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl, by John Ward. Ward had impersonated a priest to gain Amy's trust before luring her into the woods and killing her. Investigators are asking residents to report any suspicious activity to the police. Authorities are urging the people of Sterling to not mourn the loss of Atwood, Nogales, and Inglis because, after all, they were degenerate, devil-worshipping thugs who were hooked on crack, cocaine, and hated their parents. Why even conduct an investigation at all? Oh boy. That's what you would like them to think, wouldn't you, John? They were just 3 pathetic outcasts who got what they deserved. You actually did the community a favor when you found them getting high on their tomb. You stalked them through the graves and killed them one by one. You ignored their cries for help, their pleas for mercy. You put holes in their ruined drug addict bodies, and then you chopped off their heads because everybody knows that removing the head is the only way to kill a snake. Well, guess what? You didn't kill the snake, John. You cannot kill what cannot be killed. Thou shalt not raise up what thou canst not put down again. Thou couldst not kill Amy. Thou shalt not destroy my works, for they are the works of the eternal dragon. Even now, she is at thy door. Her hand is at thy throat, yet you see her not. I will have thy soul, for I am the God, the God of this world. And then a lot of... That's a lot of Latin. Pandemonium regnat satini vitae, pandemonium regnat satini vitae. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Okay. Inverted cross of 6s, of course. Naturally. I'm here, John. Okay, so it started burning... It started screwing with us with our fears of what might have happened in that it's we thought that we were going there and saving her, and it's now reinterpreted as actually I was impersonating a priest. Like the implication was that we were a priest and we're here going outside of the system to deal with something that we feel like we need to deal with. And his backstory was that he did like work with the Vatican, and he was going back after a failed exorcism a year later. Well, I didn't kill her. I killed somebody else, although who knows what ultimately happened, especially between the timelines and them having multiple endings. But it's like this propagandist outside perspective, or it's me being delusional. That's the fear that we're going on here. It's that there's the uncertainty of whether or not my actions are being reinterpreted as being like, and then he killed her, this innocent girl, by luring her out and pretending to be a priest. She was only 17. It could be like this like disavowing of me where they rewrite history to make me sound like the bad guy, or it could be that I'm delusional, I'm actually going around killing people. And the same thing happened with those 3 people, is that they were all sitting in that church, and I went to various locations and exorcised demons with my cross, but those 3 people did disappear. And it's like, am I a murderer? Am I hunting down these people and killing them? And given that the mirror did what it did, where it showed me behaving differently than what I was seeing, but one of the delusions did manifest in me actually bleeding in real life, there's this question of whether or not the delusional narrative is actually the true one, and that I'm just out here murdering people. But they're also having fun here with this document, which is that every time you're in a document, you can only leave by scrolling to the bottom, which has been sort of just like a quirk of the game. If anything, it's been like a quality of life thing of like, is there more document or not? Like, how do I tell if it's a single page document or just a document that happens to have a paragraph that ends at the bottom of the page? And in those cases, it's like, well, you know it's over because you can only leave a document when you get to the bottom. But here they're showing like it's a trap. They literally can trap you in a document until the bottom and make you keep scrolling because you can't leave until you get to the prompts to leave. I'm here, John. Ah. Ah. I'm the spider now. Am I the baddie? I think I just have to find which side of the screen makes the screen transition. Yeah. Oh, they're fixing their car, and on an overpass, and I can sneak by. Oh, where'd I go? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm not just passing by. Oh, okay. I couldn't figure out what was going on there. I guess I turned back into being John, and I'm moving so slowly now that I kept wandering around under there and couldn't figure out why I wasn't coming out. So I'm like, did I freeze? Because I was moving so fast as the spider guy. It's telling me to go down, but can I go like right and down? Don't think so. I don't think there's like a passage under there. They played with the idea that I'm gonna hunt somebody down as a monster. Death awaits. Ooh. Eyeball. whole skeletons just placed out here. Like, what's this, a Fallout game? 2 more dead discovered outside Candy Tunnel near Sterling. 2 more bodies have been recovered from the drainage ditch under Snake Meadow Hill Road outside Sterling. The notorious Candy Tunnel, known in the area to be a home to addicts, gangs, runaways, and the indignant, has been the site of several grisly discoveries over the past 3 months. Since May, 5 bodies have been recovered from the drainage ditch leading to the tunnels. Authorities are being pressured by concerned citizens to search the tunnels, amid fears of possible connection to the Joe Bauman, aka the Candy Store Killer, who has claimed 8 victims in Connecticut and Rhode Island over the past year. Akui? Yeah, now they're playing with the idea of like us not knowing whether or not we're actually the bad guy. Is him turning into a spider actually because he really has fallen to the devils and he's doing what the devil wants now? Or he's been delusional this whole time and he's murdering people? Or is it just his self-doubt and his terror that he might be that's manifesting that visual? Like, has nothing happened? Okay, there's worrying red pixels there. They don't know how to spell Satan, which is very funny. Oh! Yep, the red pixels just ran by. Alistar. Multiple officers wounded, 1 dead in sewer tunnel shootout. Law enforcement officials are reporting multiple officers down, including 1 deputy who was fatally wounded after an exchange of gunfire in the sewer tunnels near Snake Meadow Hill Road, also known as the Candy Tunnel. Witnesses say they heard the shots approximately 10 minutes after the police raided the tunnels, where suspected murderer Joe Bauman, aka the Candy Store Killer, was alleged to be hiding. At this time, it is not known how many officers have been wounded, although it has been confirmed that the officer has been killed. Officials are not saying if Bauman was wounded in the exchange, and efforts are being made to recover the casualties from the tunnels. Oh. Continuity doesn't make sense here. Interesting. Rooms don't match up correctly. That guy's still running. Well, I said they don't know how to spell Satan, but the graffiti doesn't seem to be in English. Read 666. These eyes. What does it say? When. Don't move when it move. Don't. When you see it, don't move. Yeah, it's a vertical document, but it's split. When you see it, don't move. Ah. I think I moved. I don't love this part. Just because reflexively you want to recollect every document. It does mean scrolling through the entire document every time. When you see it, don't move. I need to be very ready to let go. I think me reflexively pressing A because I saw a monster counted as moving. All the rotoscoping stuff is so neat. Genuinely unnerving. Probably very funny the way that it's created, because it's just like a guy doing stuff at a camera and then they draw over it with outlines. So like the process of making it's probably very funny looking. But it's fun, upsetting nightmare things. Just trying to move in bursts so I'm just ready to stop, because if I'm holding down the direction non-stop, I won't be ready to stop. When I was a boy, my nana used to tell me old legends about the dragons, trolls, and demons that lived up in the mountains of Norway. In those old tales, the people were never strong enough to kill the monsters, so instead they would sacrifice one of their own to appease it, keep it satisfied. It was a deal with the devil. One sacrifice per year, so the beast would not come down from the mountain and slaughter the entire village in one night. There was no candy store killer, and what we're dealing with is not even human. When I got separated from the other officers, I saw the damn thing dragging what was left of Jenkins down into its lair. That's when I understood. The bums and the tweakers, the ones with grid, and the child prostitute runaways, they'll eventually come back to the tunnels. They always do. I can have them for all I care. It can have them for all I care. Nobody wants them around, except maybe that thing. And I tell you what, I hope to God it never gets tired of them. Upsetting pentagram hole surrounded by skulls. Can I cleanse it from here? This can't be good. Can I walk through the stain? No. That's upsetting in its own way. It says pelp. I'm back in the hallway the red thing went through. People have just been living in here with the demons? To the point where they write instructions about how to not die to them? That's upsetting. This is as far as I'll go to hide my stash. Nobody goes past the first pipe. Nobody except those strange people with their bodies painted red and their eyes like animals. Twice a month they come and pass right through into the deeper tunnels. Sometimes I hear them yelling or chanting. Sometimes I hear something like an old woman laughing. Sometimes I hear things that aren't even human. Whatever they are, they sound really, really big. Can't see my character. I'm holding up, down, and left. But I don't think there's anywhere to go. Hi. That guy? Okay, the red guy caught me. I think the pause guy broke my reflexes, so I didn't react correctly when I very much should have just hit A and brought up the cross. That's probably what I was supposed to do. Although he does just seem to be some guy. So I'm not sure if I believe the cross would do anything. But I also don't see where else to go besides here. So it feels like I'm supposed to grab the document. Does he go up here? Okay. Let's go here. Let's ignore that other document, because it feels like that guy is going to kill me if I go that way. It felt like a trap. Just because he's just a guy that stabs you. It doesn't seem like a cross works on that guy. Could be wrong. But I get it. There's arrows by that manhole, which is indicative that there's a path here. Let's see if there's anything back here. Don't think there is. Which way do we think we should go? Ah, the evil hole. And the cross hole. Blood being around might indicate that the stop guy's back. I'm sorry, God, please save me. The symbols are here. What do they mean? It looks like a flashlight. Would like a flashlight. Oh my god. This old school flashlight, like from Adventure or whatever. Oh my god, this is gonna be hell. It instantly looks in each direction as you turn to it, so it's always kind of a jump scare. Ah! Just please. Ah! I think he's saying, "Here I come." Ah! He teleported closer in the middle of that. No. He's just teleporting around the room. That's upsetting. Okay. Your ability to see is so restricted by that flashlight. Ah! What is it even doing? It's just like a wobbling thing. Oh god. Came straight to me. Oh god, he moved again. My best chance seems to be that I'm faster than him at least. Oh god. Dude. Hard. Okay. Go, where is he? Ah! Hi, kids. It's the twins. God, it's... Ah! I just don't know what direction he's in. It's scary. Okay. None of the fights are that hard, or at least they're not that durable. They don't have that much health. It's just genuinely hard to survive the 30 seconds or whatever you need to get through it. I don't think you can excise these bodies. But a lot of people have died here. Oh boy. Okay. Well, there's the guy who stabbed me to death. So, look forward to him still being at large.